Josh from Blue Rondo Games, here to show you how to play our newest game called Zeit Heist. To set up this game, you deal each player one 4-card heist mat and one double-sided rules card. Once everyone's been dealt their heist team and had a chance to look at their own cards, deal 5 cards into each player's hand, which are revealed to all opponents at the start of the game. Once everyone has had a chance to see it, players will pick up their hands and proceed to the game. On each player's turn, they have 2 decisions to make. First, they may choose to flip one of their existing cards face up. This can give them an additional team member to count towards victory, and it immediately triggers the effect listed on the bottom of the card. In this case, the driver would cause the time to immediately fast forward 2 hours from 1 to 3 a.m. Then, at the end of each player's turn, they must recruit 1 new card from their hand into their heist team face down. If a player has no space in their heist team, they would have to discard one of their existing cards in order to make space for the new one. Once each player has taken a turn in a given round, the round is over. Players will pass the remaining cards in their hand to the player on their left, and the player holding the clock will pass it along with their hand to the next player. The player who receives the clock advances time by 2 additional hours, and then the next round begins starting with them. Play continues in this way until the game is over or someone has won. So how does a player win? Each player is competing to assemble one of 3 heist teams in order to steal the Zeitnium before any of their opponents can. Each approach means collecting all 3 unique crooks of that type face up in your team mat, and you have to do it during the correct phase on the actual clock for that particular approach. So the crooks trying to sneak in must be assembled between 1 and 5 a.m. before the museum opens. The crooks trying to break in must be assembled between 7 and 11 a.m. after the museum opens, but before the unveiling. And the crooked cops must be assembled before 12 a.m. when the Zeitnium is unveiled in order to confiscate it on your behalf. If the clock reaches all the way to noon, and none of the teams were assembled in time for their approach, whichever player got closest to assembling the Crooked Cops team is declared the tiebreaker winner. If a player assembles a team at the wrong time, they don't win the game immediately, but they can still move time back or forward into the range they need it to be, using card effects like the time machine. Thank you for all your support, and we hope you love this game as much as we love making it.